Okay. Okay, y'all. It is. Let me change it to something that y'all can see. Do y'all like my new setup? Okay. Let's get to this one. It is. I don't know if I can see that. 11:04. It is March 3rd. I'm unsure of what my last post. Well, I do know what my last post was. If we're being completely transparent, um, I did my week 1, and I'm on week 4. I'm still up to date. Life has been lifing, and I'm not gonna necessarily say I've been forgetting to record, but it's just been so much going on. And I also had a death in the family. So that's why yeah, I haven't got week 2 or 3 because I'm also supposed to be starting week 4 today. But I said I need to record from week 2 and week 3 before I even read week 4, so I'll do it, if that makes sense. Okay. So, yeah. I'm gonna be just I also wrote, even though I hadn't recorded, I used, if we be honest, um, I don't do the morning pages every day, and I do want to do them every day, but sometimes I forget to do them every day, so sometimes they don't get done. But y'all know we got like Chat GPT. I talk to Chat GPT almost every day, literally. So even the stuff that I would like this, I was realizing the stuff that I would put on my morning pages, I was telling Chat GPT. So I can't necessarily say that I'm not maybe writing it out, but when I'm having thoughts, and then it kind of like save it all. If you don't got Chat GPT, you need to download Chat GPT. But at first, like, I was like, I'm gonna just be like, oh, I recorded this and just forgot to post it. But I'm just like, life liked, but um I just got sidetracked. Um, I'm not trying to be perfect, and I don't want nobody to like view me as perfect. But I was like, I'm gonna just, record all these videos before I start week 4. I got this girl working on my credit. Okay, universe. Anyways, I've been catching like random like angel numbers, 222, 111. What's another? Like 444, stuff like that. Um, which is all like little like I'm not gonna say coincidences, but I'm not even gonna say like verification, but more so like just a like sign that like you on the right path, or at least that's what ChatGPT be telling me. I really think I be on there too much, but anyways. So, week 2 was about recovering a sense of identity. I throughout the week just took down different questions from the book. Um, doing a task, and just different things throughout the book that stood out to me, and what I said like I would speak on. So the first thing that stood out, I'm not gonna say stood out, but uh, okay. So when I read the book, like anything that I guess like resonates with me, I'll take it and answer it, and that's how I kind of like deal with it, or open that wound. I ain't gonna say 11:11 on the clock, and I got, for my motivation at 11:11. It says I am stronger than I realize. But the first thing was, how has your inner critic been showing up lately? Um, I had wrote, or how I feel was, I've been noticing how much I like second guess myself before I even start doing things. Um, I'll record a video, or like, be so excited to record a video, and then when it come time to edit it and post it. And I'm like, oh, I should have added this, or ooh, I could have did this, or oh, I'm not even gonna post it because it don't have like these certain aspects. And it's like that's that inner critic, the censor, like, oh girl, you don't need to post this, or like this don't look like how everybody else videos look, so you don't need to post this. And it's again, the book is showing me like you have to be bad, but with anything you have to be bad before you're good. So that's when, like in my previous video, I don't know if I spoke on it, how I said I don't even like pay attention to who like and repost my stuff no more, because that was like hurting my feelings. I'm not even gonna say hurting my feelings, but it's just like like you record this stuff, you edit it, you post it, and then it's like, I know everybody, if you do content and stuff, you will be like, oh, this video gonna go viral, and then it get like 200 views, and you're like, what the fuck, So that's why I just stopped looking at it, because that'll also get in my head like, okay, girl, you like, ain't nobody, you ain't getting no likes, and nobody ain't, paying attention to it. But I had to quit telling myself that, because it's like you have to be bad before you can be good. So, I said it was. Well, one of the questions were, what's something you used to love doing creatively that you've been neglecting? I said I realized I used to be way more in tune with my creative style when I was younger. I would draw, write, or just do random creative stuff without worrying about if it was good. Somewhere along the way, I stopped doing those things just for fun. I felt like everything needed a purpose, or for me to be doing this, I needed to be making money from it. And now I'm trying to, get back in that same headspace, because I started working when I was like 15, 16. And I feel like once you start like making some money, it's just like, okay, if it's not making me no money, I don't need to be doing it. And again, it was like 16-year-old brain. And like the older I'm getting, I'm realizing like, even like how much money you can make from something, like, don't matter if that's not something that you like truly passionate about, So I don't want to make it like. And also, I don't know if I said it in my week 1 video, that I recently just changed majors. I was majoring in IT management, which I am really good with computers and like setting networks up and stuff like that. But I more so chose that because IT, they make money. Like, you can start at, well, I'm not even gonna say that, because once I put my research in it, your salary start off pretty high, but that's not necessarily like what you start out at. But I was just like, ooh, $100,000 a year annually, that's their salary, some of them. And so I was just like, and well, if I'm gonna go to school, let me just go to school for something that I know I'm gonna make money with, because again, I got the degree, that's not my whole reasoning, but I got the degree to fund the business, or something in the degree coincides with the business. So, but it kind of like dawned upon me, like, I like IT, but that's not what I'm passionate about right now, or that's not what I'm passionate about. I'm not at all. And I want to say it took me failing a test. So I go to WGU. It's an online university. You take, basically, you study, take one test, and then literally one test. That's it. That's all you got to do. Well, now anyways, because my stuff has changed now that I done changed majors. But you just take one test and you complete with the class. And I've done community college, discussion, homework, tests. So I like WGU because it's literally one test, and you basically teaching yourself at your own pace. Perfect for me, because I don't like people like, tell me what to do. The mentor is not like down your back. Anyways, but I kept failing the IT test. Like, I was getting the business classes now, but the IT stuff, I wasn't. It was like I would get one part of it, I wouldn't get the other. And I was just like, ugh. So I was battling with like, oh girl, you changed your major because you failed that test. But the new coursework and stuff that I'm doing is resonating more with what I'm doing and what my current interest and, my long term, what I wanted to look like. So that's why I changed it. But those were the events leading up to that, if we're being completely honest. Um, Another question was, how do you deal with the feeling that you're not good enough compared to others? I said social media will have you thinking you're behind just because you're not posting perfect, polished content 24/7. But real creativity isn't about looking like you have it all together. It's about showing up and doing the work. I remind myself that everyone I admire once started from scratch too. And that's, more so speaking about you got to be bad before you're good. And I feel like that's one of the main things that I do. Like, people I graduated with, people I went to school with, people I went to high school with. It's like, oh, they doing so good. They getting this, they getting that, they getting recognized. And it's just like, I get recognition in my own ways, but it's like, dang, I'm doing the same thing as you. Like, why ain't nobody paying me no attention? Or like, I try not, I'm, growing out of that, but it still be feeling like, oh, like, okay, I don't need to post it because you doing this and I'm doing the same thing, and people, paying attention to you, but it's like everybody on their own wave, on their own path, and if it was meant for me to have it, I would have it. It's not my time. I'm in a transitional period. So I know eventually when God say I'm ready, I'll have it. But right now, I'm happy. I'm happy for y'all. What's a creative habit you want to build? I said I want to get better at making creativity a daily thing, even in small ways. Whether it's jotting down random ideas, playing around with makeup looks, or filming content without overthinking, I just want to stay in motion and not let days go by without creating something. Because I'll get in my head literally, like, horribly, like, oh, I'm just sitting in bed all day. Oh, I don't feel like doing this. And, like, some stuff, like, I even noticed it, like, with me doing, like, my schoolwork. I got the Apple Pencil. Some days I want to type the stuff. Some days I want to do my notes handwriting so I can, like, draw little pictures and demonstrations and stuff like that. Like, even in small stuff like that, because I was, like, constricting myself to, like, just typing, and that was getting, like, so boring. But even, like, just going out, looking at the trees, like, smelling the fresh air, walking, like, stuff like that, because it's, like, I get so homebody, don't want to leave, don't want to interact with nobody, and it's just like, girl, you need to go outside. My face. Okay, so I'm trying this new skincare stuff. I know it's dark. I'm trying to give like not a spooky, but I'm trying out this new product. Let me see. Here you go. But I'm trying out this new skincare routine that ChatGPT recommended to me. It is, what am I trying out? I gotta think about it. But I'm wearing sunscreen, which I never have. But everyone's like, oh, it clears your skin up. And everybody keeps saying I look like so, like, I'm not gonna say flushed out, but moisturized. So I'm just like, okay. Anyway. Another question. Basically, I'll ask myself questions to get the answer that I need. If this makes, I know it might be coming off weird, but this is how I'm like, oh, I'll read it. If it resonates with me, then I ask myself a question to answer the question to get my thought process on it. So, another question I said, have you caught yourself self-sabotaging? And I say yes, and I usually disguise as procrastination. I'll tell myself I'll wait till I'm inspired, or I'll wait till everything is perfect, or I'll wait till I have everything that I need, and keep pushing it back, or like, oh, I can't do this till I got this, and it's like, girl, you just putting it off, like, excuse. So I'm realizing that, and I'm like, today I was like, oh, I don't feel like, y'all, I'm sitting on so much content on top of this video in the week 3 that I also have to record after this. So I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna have to do like an editing day, which is cool because I'm gonna be productive, but I'm just like, I said, what's something surprising you learned about yourself this week? I said, I realize I take myself too seriously sometimes. Creativity should feel freeing, but I'll be in my head so much that I'll make it feel like a job. I'm learning that sometimes the best ideas come when I stop trying so hard and just let things flow. I don't think it's too much more I can say about that. um, how has journaling on the morning pages been for you? I said it's been weirdly eye-opening. I didn't realize how much random junk was in my head till I started writing it down. But getting it out on paper, it really do help when I do get the chance to do them. I'm telling myself I'm gonna do the every day this week, so fingers crossed. Um, what's a limiting belief you're working of letting go of? I say that I have to earn the right to be creative. Creativity isn't an exclusive club where you have to be successful first to be taken seriously. I'm realizing I don't need permission to create, I just need to do it. And I think that's more so like tugging at how I was like raised. Like, I didn't have like a rough upbringing, but it very like strict, very like do what you're told or you're gonna get beat. So I feel like even though I'm like 22, I still am kind of like trapped in that. Like I'm breaking out of it, but like trapped in that mindset. Like like people gotta want to see us to watch it, and it's just like even if they don't interact with it, even if they don't pay no attention, they still seen it. Um. I'm trying to think of some of these. I got 20 questions in total. I didn't did 10, but I'm like, I don't want these to be too long. I literally wanted them to be like 10 or 15 minutes, and I think we already did like 20 minutes. How does my upbringing still influence my creative confidence? I said growing up in a strict traditional household shaped how I saw self-expression. I was raised with certain expectations, and for a long time I felt boxed in. Now I'm unlearning that I have to follow a set path and allowing myself to create freely. And I just spoke about that. Just breaking out of that mindset of oh, I got to be doing something that somebody else want me to be doing, or I got to make sure y'all want to see this before I post it. And it's just like, this is my page. I can do what I want. But what's my current relationship with structure and flow? I like planning things, but I noticed that creativity doesn't always fit into a perfect structure. Like with I haven't added another episode, but I'll do it one of these days. It'll probably be later this week. Because I got this idea to go shoot some content in Ulta or Sephora. I'll talk about it later. Cause it'll probably come up in the week 3. So if you watch these together, I don't know. Anyways, so anyways, I was talking about the Midnight Diaries, but I said I started out thinking I needed a strict schedule, but I'm learning that some of my best work comes when I just do, when I'm just not like, oh, you don't want to see it, I don't want to see it, or like, oh, I don't feel like recording. If I just do it, that's literally 9 times out of 10 just be good content, good angles, good lighting, like everything goes back good. How have affirmations helped me reframe my mindset? I say one of my biggest takeaways from week 1 was how powerful affirmations are. I've been using them daily to shift my perspective, especially when I start doubting myself, saying things like my creativity is valuable or I am worthy of being seen, has been helping me push through a lot of mental blocks. So it's like anytime I think of something negative, I'd be like, oh, you're doing it again, and then I'll, revert back. Well, or saying, the opposite, the positive of the negative that I'm saying. And I've definitely been seeing a change, like mentally, physically, even like how I respond to stuff, how I think about stuff. Like I've personally and I'm only on week 4, so we've been doing it. Well, I haven't read week 4, but I'm gonna read it today. But I'm on week 4 now, and I've definitely seen a humongous change. What's a small creative habit I've started to implement? I've been more intentional about writing things down, whether it's video ideas, thoughts I have at night, or just random creative sparks. I realize I can't rely on just my memory. Capturing my ideas in the moment help me stay inspired. Like getting it out, cause it's like it be so much going on in my brain. Like I'm trying to think of this, then I'm a mom, then school, then it just be so much. So it's like if you write it down, plan it out, brainstorm, do whatever you gotta do, it make it like 10 times easier. I just think I answered that. How do I separate my real creative voice from outside opinions? With social media, it's easy to feel like you have to fit in a certain aesthetic or niche to be successful. But I remind myself that the most authentic brands and creators are the ones who don't try to be like everyone else. I don't need to water myself down to be liked. I need to be me. Period. And it's nothing I feel like I need to add to that. What's something I'm realizing about my creative identity? I'm faceted, and that's okay. I don't have to pick just one thing to be successful. I can do makeup, I can do content creation, I can do PR and business, all while growing as a person. I am embracing that, and I don't have to fit in a single box. You see that affirmation I threw in there? But that was just. Did I do? I don't think I did. Did I? I don't think I did my artist dates for week 2. I did do an activity, but it wasn't alone. But they say, let me see. They say the artist dates are supposed to be stuff that heals like your inner child. So we did this activity as a family where we went to this arcade. I can't remember what it was called. I may add the name in here when I'm going back and editing it. But they had like Pac-Man and the older games. It's like it was literally like a arcade, like, but not like Dave and Buster's or like it's like a arcade literally. And they had so many games, so many like different stuff to do. And as a kid, like I feel like that's how I learned how to drive. Like playing the driving games and driving like go-karts and stuff like that. So when I started driving like a real car, it was like I already know what I'm doing. But I know you're supposed to do it by yourself, but that was the activity that I did. So I was like, let me still mention it. I do need to get more serious about doing the dates. It just be so hard because it's like I really just, I mean, other than like music, listening to music, like that's what I like to do. I like to shop. I like to eat. I like to shop. So I'm just really like drawing. I can't say that I am preparing to get back in the gym. I did like doing Pilates, but most of the stuff that I like to do, you have to pay for it. So I'm trying to also be cost efficient, and it's like, I did buy some tickets to Flow. It's a new group, a girl group. I don't know if they new, but I don't know. But it's not till April. But I was like, I'll have my artist day for the week. But yeah, that's what I got from, or what resonated from me from week 2. I'm gonna try like different approaches to like get the gist across, or how it like resonated with me. Because again, these are like, I mean, I'm showing it to y'all, but this is for me, so I can go back years from now, like that book really touched me, because it really is. But I'm about to record week 3 as well. After this, if y'all see me in the same outfit, I may change the lighting up to make it look a little bit different. But I'm about to do week 3 after this. They should be posted kind of close together, and I'm gonna try and stay consistent. I am gonna stay consistent, actually. Goodbye.